another video from Young Don the Sauce God. I did like his last one, and a lot of people were like, hey, you should do more, you should do more. So this one, I was like, because no one gave me a specific, as far as what I saw, I didn't see a specific video to look for, but I saw this one, and this one caught my eye, so I definitely want to check it out. This is A Cure for Loneliness, a life-changing story. So I'm excited to see this. That made me kind of like excited, like, ooh, this is going to be like emotionally good. I don't know. Let's see. Is this gonna make me cry? Is this gonna make me happy? Is this gonna make me motivated, inspired, overjoyed? I don't know. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started.
I shouldn't text her. I was the one that said we shouldn't do this anymore. I made that decision, and for good reason. This ain't the time for all that. I can't speak for you, but I don't think we're ready, especially me. I got too many people who want to see me do something. This isn't the time to let up. I know this. So why am I sitting here one keystroke away from sending a text that I know I really shouldn't send?
Then don't send it. What is happening? Rated S for sobs.
That was the internal dialogue I found myself having just a week ago.
I'm
talking about a girl, but this isn't about the girl. It's about something much deeper, something that I think most of us have to deal with at some point. This is about loneliness. For as long as I can remember, I have been struggling with this feeling of what I believe to be loneliness. Whenever I wasn't distracting myself with something, whether it be schoolwork, hanging out with friends, watching YouTube, etc. Whenever it was just me and my thoughts, sure enough, a subtle sadness would creep into my mind. Even though, when I look around, I don't see a reason to be sad. I have friends, family, food, shelter. All my needs are met. So why then do I feel as if something is missing?
I love his different art styles.
At a young age, that something that I was missing was actually a someone. I mean, that's what society tells us, right? That there's someone out there for everyone, and that a huge part of your life should be dedicated to finding that someone. So even though no one ever told me exactly that the solution to this darkness, this emptiness that lives inside me was a girl, I was sure that whoever she is would be the solution to my problem. I needed to find my soulmate, my South Bay, if you will. And that's what I did and have been doing since I was 15 years old. Ever since I was 15, I'd get into these serious long-term relationships with the hopes that this will be the right girl to fill the hole in my chest. And for the most part, it worked. I'm constantly glued to my phone, so I'd rarely go more than a few hours without hearing from my girlfriend. Never more than a day. So this worked for me. I thought I had it figured out. Whenever I was in a relationship, the feeling of loneliness never crept in. And whenever a relationship would end, all I have to do is find a new girlfriend. It seemed to me that I had this
Doesn't seem like it's very healthy.
solved. That was until a couple years ago. I was 3 years into a relationship with a wonderful girl when I started to get these feelings of unrest. It was as if out of the blue, I started to get this incredible lust for conquest. Something inside of me wanted to go out and conquer the world. I needed to do something big. I needed to go on a mission and make something phenomenal out of my life. And as this feeling grew and grew, another feeling started to surface. It was a desire for freedom. I had this longing to be detached from everyone and everything. It was like instinctually I knew that in order to go on a mission of the magnitude that I wanted to embark on, I would need complete freedom from everything, including my girlfriend. It felt like I needed to be alone. So we broke up. I tried my best to explain it to her. She tried her best to understand. So there I was, single and free. Nothing tied me down to
That's
anything.
heartbreaking.
And for a while, I enjoyed it. I mean, if you don't count the 2 months that I was single between this girl and the one before, I had constantly been in a committed, serious relationship for the past 4 years, and I was only 21. But then, an old friend paid me a visit. Good old loneliness. He started whispering things into my ear when I lie alone in bed at night. Things like, no one's thinking of you.
Look at his mouth.
Loves you.
Oh no.
There's nobody.
Dear.
So alone.
The teeth though.
Isn't that sad?
That's...
And in no time,
messed
I
up.
was utterly consumed by the darkness that is loneliness.
No.
So, like many other people do when they start to feel lonely after a breakup, I started hooking up with my ex. Which of course led us right back to square one.
Dear.
Being in a relationship. relationship.
Yeah.
And there we stayed for another year. And at first, I convinced myself that I was wrong to leave her in the first place. That my lust for conquest was absurd, and these
No, but it was like
wanting to be alone in my
okay, hold on. All right, so I get it. Like when he said for conquest, I was like, what does that mean? Like other women? Like I just want to conquer all the women in the world? But no, he wanted to. He felt like he needed to do something more to have a huge impact, and he wanted to like conquest in the means of like the world. Like he wanted to be impactful on the world, and so that a spark arose in him. And I don't think that it's bad that he was like, you know what? I need to detach myself so I can do this thing that I need to do so that way I can set up myself for a good, massive, beautiful thing in my life, you know? And I need to separate myself. So I don't feel like he should have felt bad about it. But I do get, you know, she was a great girl, and it's heartbreaking that I'm sure as the girl, I wouldn't have been able to understand it really. Or even if I did, it wouldn't change it from breaking my heart. The fact that this guy that I'm in love with or been together with for years is now saying that he wants to do something great, and in order to do something great, he's got to separate himself from me. That would definitely make me feel some type of way. I can completely understand everything he's feeling right now with the fact of after detaching now he feels lonely. You know, and so he wants to cling back to somebody, but I feel like there's an importance of if you can't be good on your own, you can't be good with somebody, you know, unless God sends you somebody to help you with your situation is what happened for me. But in that aspect of feeling like you have to cling to a relationship in order to fill that loneliness, that can be dangerous. I'm not saying it always is dangerous, but it can be dangerous. And I really hope that by the end of this, I paused in the middle, I'll keep watching, but I do hope he finds the peace. Because I think that is inspiring. He was like, the